Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be an intriguing matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Atlanta Falcons. I'll see you again with scores and updates at halftime, but for now, it's my distinct pleasure to hand things over to our broadcast team. It's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Gentlemen.
First opened in 2017, there's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn. Happy to be with you. And CD, as we get this thing going, give the folks at home something to keep their eye on.
The running game for both teams, because I think this is going to be an old-fashioned, old-school type of a game. Physical, who wins up front, who runs the ball the best and controls the clock, they will come out the victor.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. Leading them out is the Austin, Texas native at quarterback. It's Baker Mayfield. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Here's Nick Chubb, former prep and collegiate star here in this state at Georgia. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. .51 yards on the punt there. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 13. From the gun, it's Ryan. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
I know that's their first connection in this game, but you and I both know that Julio Jones is without a doubt his quarterback's favorite target.
Oh, yeah, Matt Ryan loves this guy, and who wouldn't?
Yeah, and the reason that he's that is because of his dependability. And quarterbacks have to have that from their receivers, meaning they know where they're going to be when they're running certain routes. They don't break them on them. They don't change them up and do their own freelance stuff and put their quarterbacks in bad situations. Matt Ryan has ultimate trust in Julio Jones.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on third? Again, Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And some room to run now. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Calvin Ridley. 77 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Extra point attempt here still to come. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. Just a 4-play drive that time, and the Falcons score to cap it off. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Heading out is the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Mayfield throwing quickly out to Beckham. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mayfield, and he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Falcon territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. This offense has a lot to account for, but at the top of the defense's list is OBJ.
I'm not sure how you really game plan for him because no matter what you do, he finds a way to uncover himself downfield. And the speed gets it from his mom, a former sprinter at LSU.
Set, 180. Choose the mic. All day, every day.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. The starting defense for the Falcons.
Many people thought Keanu Neal was overdrafted by Atlanta, but they saw his talents and knew that he would fit their scheme perfectly. A hybrid player, can play deep in the secondary as a safety, can drop down into the box and also make a lot of tackles, and at times can stay on the field and serve a linebacker role as well.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly stopped. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
I got you, boy.
A run for Nick Chubb. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
From the 31, Mayfield. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 18.
I'm about to do a disservice to the catch we just saw. One-handed, coming down with it, just like that. Yeah, I know. Odell Beckham Jr. We're used to this, aren't we?
We are.
And that's just wrong on every level. That was spectacular.
Set, 180. Mike, 45. You're not ready. You're not ready.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Let him go by a little too easily there.
Well, that's what we saw on film, isn't it? His head goes down oftentimes when he goes to punch, when he's trying to block. And when you do that, you can't see your target. He went right past him and made the play.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
Check. 180. Check 45 to Mike. Come on, D.
On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
There we go.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
So another third down conversion, and now they've got a first and goal. They'll give it to Chubb, and this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on second and goal.
Let's go, defense.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
So it's third and goal, and now the question, can this Falcon defense stand tall once more? From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
So on fourth down, out comes the Browns kicker, Austin Seibert. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Seibert's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, that will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny, we had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator, and what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go, get tight. Let's go, let's go.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. Now Gurley staying down. Well, let's hope he's all right. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
White 25! It's a party now! Ready to go!
Breaks a tackle. He'll have a first down past the 40. 22 yards there, a first down.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. And here's the starting crew defensively for Cleveland.
Sheldon Richardson's talent is absolutely immense. And when he plays on the defensive line, it's a difficult task to block him.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Tight right. Even. 4 down. Even.
Now Ito Smith. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Keep playing.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
The Falcons send out their punter. JoJo Natson back deep. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Throwing on 2nd down. Mayfield, and it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Mayfield now. He's going to let this one go deep. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for the Browns. 51 yards. Well, that didn't take very long. You mentioned you have to keep him under wraps. Avoid the big play is what you said, and here he makes one in the first quarter.
Yeah, you can't let this become a habit. Otherwise, you know what will happen? They'll flat out take over this game.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. On the ground, it's Chubb. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers, he's under 3 yards a carry at the moment.
Me and you all day. I'm coming after you.
Throwing, Mayfield. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
They'll run with Chubb, and he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there, and if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle, keep coming after them, put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Watch his flag. Watch his flag.
They'll try again with Chubb, and that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. From 4 yards out, and the Browns have taken the lead.
As a former defender, I would be angry as well. Could not get off the field. Well-executed offensive drive. No matter what the defense tried, they couldn't stop them.
Austin Seibert on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Get ready.
Atlanta now coming out on the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Play action. Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Olivier Vernon coming in with some force for the sack that time. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Another try after the first down sack. Ryan. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Ryan. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get a
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
The Falcons send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. There's Baker Mayfield as he and the Browns offense comes back out. He's got to be feeling pretty good, playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out. But at the end of the day, they want to rely on their arm. Throw the football, feel good about things, keep things moving in the right direction. Right now, that's exactly what we're seeing.
And we'll see if that continues. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 7. Mayfield to throw it. It's caught by OBJ. That's good for 28 yards. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Mayfield with a quick fire to Landry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 30 on second down, Mayfield. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. On 3rd down, Mayfield. And it's complete. Hooper. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 13-yard line.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. He's got the size, the hands.
Speed. Can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Mayfield now, 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
They run. Chubb. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
180! Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb taking it in. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That time, a 9-play drive. And Nick Chubb, the one to finish it off, as he does so with a touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And our attention shifts to Todd Gurley. You can count his carries on one finger. They've only given him the rock one time, Charles. What gives?
So we can't draw any conclusions just yet. He has to touch the ball multiple times in order to get into a rhythm and have a chance to have success. You know who else gets into a rhythm? The offensive line. They feel better about what they're doing when they know they've had multiple opportunities to get it done.
Yeah, well, the conclusion we can draw so far, they're losing here in the second quarter. Let's see if they change tunes. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 26. Now it's Ryan. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And all the way down to the 29. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 45 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Play action. It's Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the 2nd quarter, it has been a struggle. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Ryan. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So with 4th down looming, Dan Quinn sends out his field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Odell Beckham now marching back onto the field, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defense, is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time, we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's going to wind up and air it out. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here's Jamie Gillandale as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. $12 yards on the return that time, and the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Matt Ryan and the offense heading back onto the field. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure that his team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They go play action now. Ryan. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide, usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Keep it up, guys.
Now it's Ryan. Jones has it. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Ryan. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
The Falcons send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. It's the 2nd quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series. That's where those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. They've had plenty of success. 8 conversions, looking for a 9th. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Mayfield. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
Mayfield with it once more. They set up the screen to Chubb. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
Well, that play really didn't fool them. They completed the screen pass, but for lost yardage, a really nice play by the defense.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Matt Ryan and the Falcon offense set to get going again. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now, his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass, no interceptions for him personally to this point. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They run, it's Gurley. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That good for 19 and a first down. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball in the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
Ready, back 25! 15, check back 15. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Ready, set.
Now Ryan on first down. This one caught by Ridley. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That's it, baby.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Throwing again on second down. Ryan, and he's taken down inside the 30. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 29-yard line.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Gurley. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches.
Let's put him on the button.
To throw is Ryan. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. (17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. Couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Check 180. Check 52. Come on. 3 bucks.
A first down throw for Mayfield. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll bring up a second down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. I'm coming for you, 27. I'm coming for you.
Mayfield down. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Kareem Hunt is running back, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. This time they stay on the ground, and they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Jamie Gillandale. He's been terrific so far. So nothing separating these two teams as we head to the break, all square. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. But they are all even to this point. So to see if either side can pull away, let's get you right back out to Brandon and Charles for the start of the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
The third quarter starts with a run by Gurley. Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
No gain on this defense, no gain. 25 tonight.
Another carry now for Gurley. He'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And this is going to be incomplete. So a stop here defensively to start this third quarter. Just what's needed in a tie ball game.
Yeah, good chance to build back some momentum on the defensive side of the ball. In fact, what they've done is give their offense a nice push in the back as they get ready to take the field.
The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes the better punter may actually determine the outcome.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. Run coverage, excellent there from the defensive end position.
How many times do we sit with coaches and they talk about a base defensive end, a guy who can anchor and play with leverage? We just saw a great example of it. And how about the bonus, tackling the runner for a loss?
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the 1st down, even throwing the football.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. A good job defensively there on Gurley as they hold him to only a yard. It's 2nd down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Again they run with Gurley. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10.
I'm here all day.
Ryan. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Andrew Sendejo swoops in for the sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Here's Ryan. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain. Well, that's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. They go play action. Mayfield, he's going to look deep down the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. He finds Beckham, complete. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Now Chubb. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield looking middle, and it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the 1st down marker.
he wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Ready, like 25. Bandit.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. This complete to Jones. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. A big play there, Ryan to Jones. 48 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Here's Ryan. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation, because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now Ryan. He completes it to Treadwell. They'll give him a dozen on the pitch and catch, but now they're up against a 3rd and goal.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Gurley. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. Offensively, not what they wanted there, but hey, you can kick the field goal here and take the lead.
Felt like a little bit of a statement stop, didn't it? You know, made a big play right there. Okay, guess what? Ball's in your court, guys. What are you going to do? Myself, I kick the field goal, get the 3, and take the lead.
Kick is right there. It's good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here now, time to discuss Odell Beckham Jr. He's been a load for them to handle defensively, I know that much.
But look at him. He's got 7 catches on the game, and he's starting to shred them a little bit because not only is he catching them, he's picking up good yardage, keeping the chains moving, ball control, you name it. This big guy, what did you say? He's been a load for them to handle?
That's right.
Agreed.
7 catches, as you said, over 100 yards. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Mayfield off the play fake. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. It got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there, a big one. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. Looking middle, and that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Play fake. Mayfield. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. A good pickup there at 22. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got it 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. On the carry, it's Chubb. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on 2nd and goal. Throwing, Mayfield. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And once again, the Browns are back in front.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Seibert on for the PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it's capped off by the Browns' touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe bashed it.
that. Super toe.
You ain't doing nothing.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Here's Gurley. Face mask penalty, and Charles, you were a defender. You know sometimes in the heat of the moment, it's hard to keep your hands away from that face mask.
Sometimes you just get out of position as a defender when you're trying to make a tackle, so you end up flailing away, and your hand gets into the wrong spot.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Stay with your man.
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. It's caught by Treadwell. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
Ready. Mike Bobo.
Here we go.
Ready to go.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
Now that was impressive by the defense. They just got hit for a big pass play, and instead of rushing out and getting back deep to cover, they played their techniques, saw the run develop, and ran to it and made the play.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Let's go.
Here's Ryan to throw. To the right side and complete to Hurst. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Hey, pick your game up. Double time, double time.
They'll run it now with Smith. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Keith Smith taking it in. And the Falcons have once again taken the lead. Well, nothing complicated about that. That's old school power football.
And effective. And that's the key to everything, right? Sometimes we try and do too many things. Just hand it to the big guy and let him go forward.
Now the try here for the point after. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. So the drive there took 6 plays, and the Falcons score to cap it off. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Odell Beckham now marching back onto the field. A monster game so far, third quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers,
Absolutely.
though, who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in a route or they get open early, but they just always find a way, and he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The end result, 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, Mayfield. And he completes it to Hunt. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Mayfield. Got a man. That's Rashard Higgins. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. First down, Mayfield. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Mayfield with it once more. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. An 18-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to regain the lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Let's go!
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards is the pickup, good for a first down for the Falcons.
They had 2 tight ends in the formation on that one. It looked to me like he had his pick of receivers downfield.
I think he was just planning on going over the middle. That's what he did.
Picked up first down, too.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
This pass into the hands of the running back, Todd Gurley. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards there and a first down.
25!
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Get up!
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now it's Ryan. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Ryan. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
The Falcons on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 13. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
180!
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
What's up?
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge 4th quarter stop? And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Mayfield on play action. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. fielded at about the 28.
Come on, fellas.
Out comes Calvin Ridley and the offense for their next drive. They might want to mix something up defensively because he's been shredding them a bit, hasn't he?
That he has, and even with all the changes that you know are going on the defensive side of the ball, he's still finding ways to get open, finding the right spots, and the delivery's been pretty good too.
He's over 100 yards, has the 1 touchdown score to this point. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. From the shotgun, Ryan. And that one's complete to Gurley. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good, solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield goes underneath. Nice gain.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now a draw play for Gurley. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Operating from the gun, Ryan. It's caught, Smith. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it 2nd down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Now Ryan. Jones has it. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 27 yards there, a 1st down. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
They're running it. Slam, slam, slam.
Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And that is incomplete. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on fourth down. And that will force a turnover on downs. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Check. 180.
Check 45, come on. Record.
They begin this drive with Chubb. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the fourth quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. Mayfield leaves it for Hunt on the draw. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. The running game continues to be a big part of their success here early in the fourth quarter.
And with those types of runs, that tells you they feel very confident in their running game. They feel very strong at this stage of the contest, and they want to keep doing exactly what we saw there, running the ball down their throat.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield, and finding the tight end Hooper. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll run with Hunt on second down. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
220.
52 right here. Target.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They go with Chubb on second down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Mayfield. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
So Ryan and the Falcons down 31-27. A minute 51 on the clock. How costly of an interception will that be? It's time to find out. 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. After the interception, here's Ryan. And his throw here's incomplete. Hayden Hurst, former first-round pick, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Throwing now is Ryan. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. He's back to throw. It's caught. Jones. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
1st down now, but that clock rolling.
50's the mark. 50's the mark. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Ryan to throw. And this one to Treadwell, complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st. And 2 big plays, one after the other. Now all of a sudden, they're on the march.
Got to feel good about what they've just gotten done, and now feel really good about what's in front of them.
Time a factor as Ryan will hustle him to the line.
Man left, man left.
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on 1st down. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Mayfield. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th.
You better be afraid of me.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.